Hey guys, how you doing today? I wanted to show you guys I got some really beautiful amaryllis. This one here that I've already got potted up and ready to go is this beautiful amaryllis marquise, and she has a double flower. It's really going to be very, very pretty. I can't wait to see her. But this other one that I got right here is called Ferrari. And she is a deep, deep, beautiful red one. Now I have the red lion. She is a lighter red with a white stripe through her. And then I have the apple blossom. And that one is white with kind of pink. And then I have the standard, I think I have two of the red lions. Um, I've got four. I can't remember what the other one is. Oh well, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I got two of the same kind. I think I have two of the red lions, and then I have the apple blossom, and I can't remember what the other one is. I might have two apple blossom. I don't know. We'll see when they bloom. Those are still sleeping. They're still resting. But anyways, those are the ones that I got this weekend. I got them at Walmart for like $5 a piece, I think. And so I wanted to show you guys how I grow mine and grow them out and get them to bloom for me in the winter. Now they come like this, or you can get them bare bulbed, with just, it's a bulb like in a little bag. But these come in a pot, and they come in cocoa coir. Very, very peaty, or it might be some kind of peat moss or something. It looks like it's mixed in with something else. And they come in those containers, and you can you bring them home, give them a good water. I usually just put a little bit in mine when I first get it, and then I'll completely drench it. But you got to be careful, because these pots, I can't tip it all the way up or it's going to spill. Don't have a drainage hole, but it does have one where you could like drill up in there if you want to keep it in the pot. But be careful, because these don't have drainage holes, but they are kind of pretty pots. I got two of them. One was a red one, I think. But what I like to do when I first get them and bring them home is I like to put them in a water vessel, any kind of water vessel that you have, and then put rocks on the bottom of it. These are the glass marbles, because I had them and I wasn't using them for nothing else, so I use those. And you put it in your glass vessel, and you need to take, and I'll show you here in a minute because I'm going to do it on my other one, but you want to take all the dry sheathing off that's crumbly, and then you put it in your vessel, and then you only put your water line, you don't fill it all the way up. You only want it to touch the bottom of the bowl. And this one, I'll put that one right there. Ooh, this is the other vessel that I'm going to be using to put this one in. So I'm going to pull this one out of her soil. Now, I did give her a little bit of water on Saturday when I got her, so she's just damp. But as you can see here, this dried sheathing, you want to try to get that off if you want to try to grow one in water. You want to take as much of that off as you can. And some of it may not all come off. And that's fine. Just kind of keep an eye on it. And if it gets to where it's peeling and you can get it off, you can go ahead and take it off after you get it in your vessel. But I just like to take as much off as I can get, so it's not rotting and making a mess. As you know, if you got it in water, you want it to look pretty. As pretty as you can get it. I'm just kind of cleaning all that off. See, that's all really loose. Good, that one all come off too. Okay, now I am going to, anything that's dead, I'm going to pull off any dead roots, probably from last year. Because these bulbs have to be a certain age and a certain size before they will bloom. But, okay, now see, look at that one. It's got a crack in it. So I'm going to peel that off. There. Peel it off, but you can see she's already started growing just from that little bit of water I give her. I kept on the new roots for this year. You can see the new roots will be white in color, and she's got more poking out right there. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go rinse some of this extra soil off at the bottom of the bulb. I don't want that in my water. So let me go rinse that off. Okay, I got the excess soil all rinsed off of there. And she is ready to go down into her water vessel. So, now what I'm going to do is, on this one, I'm going to use River Rock, because that's what I have. And I like River Rock. I think it's really pretty. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, this is going to be a little loud. I'm going to fill this up with my River Rock. You can use marbles, you can use the little half glass beads, any kind of rocks, that don't matter. River Rock, lava rock, whatever you have. I'm going to make this one a little higher. Keep adding it up. I think I'd like it to sit right about here in my glass base. You can use any glass base that you have. Ooh, there's a blue one. That can go in that one. Oh, there's another blue one in there I just spotted. I'm going to dig her out and throw her over here. Okay, let's see. Okay. That looks pretty good, I think. And then I am just going to put some around her so that it's not falling over. And it kind of holds it tight. Because just remember, whatever glass vessel you use, these are going to get really tall and they're going to get top heavy. So keep that in mind. You may have to throw a stake in there to hold it up after she gets so tall and gets the blooms on her. I just want to fill up around the bulb a little, not get real far. Sorry, this is kind of loud, guys. Oh, I'm dropping rocks on the floor. Okay, I I think just a little bit more, and that'll be good. That should hold her in pretty tightly. When she starts growing. So now what'll happen, for those of you that have never had Amaryllis before, these are actually leaves coming out on this one. And then she will push out a bulb. And if you look at this one, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, and I can't tip it over. Well, yeah, I can, a little bit. This is actually the Amaryllis leaf, and then this fat part down here is the flower bud. And it will get a real big long stalk on it. I'm going to find a little bit more of my blue beads. I think I have a little bit more. But that big fat part is your flower bud. And it will grow tall, 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 and then your flower bud will keep getting fatter. And pretty soon you'll have buds popping out all over, and then those will bloom, and those will be your Amarilla flowers. So they get kind of tall, and they'll get kind of top heavy. So then once you get your bulb in, and you want it to about look like that, or you can look, you know, you don't have to fill it all the way up, but your water level, you want it sitting right. Can you guys see the water level when I move it? You just want it sitting towards the bottom of the bulb. So you just want to take and see if I can move it a little bit closer so you guys maybe hopefully can see. You just want to fill your water up. Can you see the level coming up? And just get it right below. This one's a little hard to see because of the river rock is dark, and I got it pretty high. But you just want to keep your water level like right below your bulb, or just touching the bottom of your bulb. You don't want to cover it all with water because it will rot. So then you just keep an eye level, or keep an eye on your water levels every week, or maybe sooner, because some houses are drier than others. But keep an eye on your water level. Don't let it run dry, because she will start pushing down all kinds of roots, and she'll have all kinds of beautiful white roots growing out from underneath of her, and she will just grow and grow and grow, taller and taller, until someday she gets that bud, which usually only takes anywhere from 3 weeks to 4 weeks, and then they will start going into bloom. They grow really, really fast. They're beautiful to have growing in the home for the winter. And then once it gets done blooming, I let mine eat back its flower stalk. And then once the flower stalk dies back, I will cut that off and then pot her up. I'll either pot her back into the pot she came in after I drill a hole in it. And then what will happen is she will grow leaves, and she'll grow and grow more leaves all summer long. Her bulb will get bigger. She might make a baby. And then next year, in the fall, you put them back to sleep. And then in the wintertime, come around this time of the year, December, January, you can bring them back up and start the flowering process all over again. And a lot of people have them growing out in their yards in the southern states where they're a perennial, and shoot, they grow them all year round. So, alright guys, that is how I grow my Amaryllis in the winter in the house and wait for those beautiful blooms to come on. She should be blooming right around Christmas, being as I'm starting her now. About a month from now, she should be really close to starting to bloom out. So, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, here they are on my table. This is where I am going to be growing them. And I wanted to tell you, I forgot to tell you, you want to put them in a bright light, like a south or west window, or anywhere where they're going to get bright light, even an east window. I don't have an east window in my home. I do have a north window, but I've never grown them in a north window. But these are both going to be about 10 foot from a west window here on my coffee table. And they will grow fine. This is pretty much where and how I grew them last year. And they grew fine for me. So this is a bright location, close to a south window or a west window. And if you find they're not growing, because they do grow rapidly, and if you find they're not growing like you think they should be, move them a little closer to the window, or even under a grow light. I've never grown these under grow lights before, so I can't really talk about that aspect of it, but I'm sure it would probably work. But I usually keep mine sitting where they sit. Where I start to grow them is usually where I keep them then. Because if you have them in a real bright spot and then you move them to a not so bright spot after they've been flowering, the flowers don't last very long. That I've done, and I know is a no-no. It just seems like they don't grow correctly. But alright guys, now I will let you go, and I will talk to you later. Bye.